Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We start a timer. Call me, please. Can't call. No option anymore. Not an option. Okay. So, despite set a timer. There's a timer. I turn it off.
Good
Morning. Despite Abraham's pleas, the wickedness of Sodom and its neighbors was so great that it cannot be overlooked. The angels arrived at Lot's house in order to rescue him from the impending destruction. Where is the microphone?
I didn't put it away.
I'm getting a microphone.
Isaac, we can hear you fine, I think.
How fine? Perfectly fine?
Yeah.
Is it better when you hear me now? Or is it better when you hear me?
Please no.
Now.
It's louder.
Okay. Go, Mendel. It's your turn.
Yeah. So hopefully tonight, I have my last shift before my father goes to Israel. So I'll be able to have like a few-day break, almost a week break. It'll be nice to relax a little bit, not to work. It's good to have like a few days off. I actually ate before I called. I left at like 9 o'clock so I could like eat some food and like relax before I joined FiveAlive today. So I'm not hungry, but I'm a little tired. That's all. And yeah, it's nice when we have these small FiveAlive groups sometimes. Jessica just messaged that his storage is full. So I don't know. Yoni joined the group. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna say for my section.
Thank you. Jesse.
Hey, Yoni, you going to L or something? Yeah, you guessed it because you were just instead of sitting on the bus, it means you're going to the L. Yeah, so I think both of you guys are gonna enjoy your drives. So I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I think I'll just pass.
Agreed.
Battle Bronze, please. The witness of Saddam and Chambers was so great. It could be overlooked that the angels arrived at Lot's house in order to rescue him from the impending destruction of nothing. Let's go.
Misguided piety. It's very difficult to hear what you were saying, so that's why I was looking at you very strangely. Like, what are you saying? We should try to speak, slow, clear.
Okay, man.
I also need to try. כי משחיסים אנחנו את המקום הזה, כי גדלה צעקוסם את פני השם, וישלחנו השם לשחסו. The angel said, because we are about to destroy this place, for the outcry increased, and God has sent us to destroy it. Genesis 19:13. I mean, got a lot to say about the similarities between Sodom and us. Yoni?
Yeah. So the wickedness of Sodom and its neighbors was a misguided overreaction of Noah's flood. The generation of the flood had been wiped out chiefly because they practiced and condoned robbery the forceful and unjust taking of one's property by another. The residents of Sodom, aware of this, declared private property rights absolute, outlawing charity and hospitality as unjust uses of another person's property possession. I'm gonna have to hang up soon. I just wanted to join. I saw you said that you can't join, can't do the video call option anymore, which sucks. Yeah, I'm going to the oil tonight. There's the mega ball being played, right? I'm going to the oil right now, so you guys could make the calculation exactly why I'm going. It's because I'm flying to Israel today, so that's why I'm going. All right, see you guys.
Thank you, Yoni. Mendel?
I'm not driving anywhere, but that's what you were trying to imply. But yeah, I just sit in my car because I don't want to go to my house and then like I'm just gonna lay in bed and it's gonna be even more awkward than me laying in my car. So yeah, at least in my car I can like sit up or like put my chair a little back so I could be a little comfortable. If I lay down in bed, I'm just gonna fall asleep. So that's one. And there's heating in my car. Like my car gets like nice and hot, not so hot, but it gets like nice and warm after it's like running for a while because the heating in my car isn't the best, but it's good. It's good enough for me. And that's basically it for now.
Are you describing a Rolls Royce? Because the vans at Jets don't have any of those. Wow. Maybe Jets buy a Rolls Royce for the students to ride in. Have it have working AC, working everything. Not broken. I don't think Yes Angle's listening to this. I don't think Schmuckler's listening to this. Even if they're listening to this, they're not going to get a new Vans. Even though one doesn't have AC, which is very bad. Pass.
Um,
I didn't make a notification on my phone telling me.
so very interesting that Sodom and its neighbors were responding to the way of the flood. The reality is we have the Torah. And if we follow what the Torah says, slowly trying to get better every day, in keeping what the Torah tells us, then we won't end up like Sodom. Whereas, as opposed to when we do pretty much whatever we want and we don't learn the Torah, Mendel. Okay,
I was just laying here looking at the ceiling in my car and I was thinking,
What?
like, right, some cars have sunroofs.
It wasn't.
So could a, someone install a sunroof in a car that doesn't have it? Is that like a possibility? I'm not saying I want a sunroof in my car. I'm just saying it would be pretty cool if they could like cut out a piece of the roof and just put a sunroof in. It would be really cool. Like I don't really care for a sunroof. I don't necessarily like it. I don't necessarily dislike it, but it would be cool if they could like install a sunroof in a car that doesn't have it. Um, yeah, Yoni's going to Israel today. My father's going to Israel tomorrow. So everything's good. My mother's bringing me a massive bag of candy from Israel. I'm so excited. It's gonna be amazing.
About the sunroof thing is, yeah, I think anything can be done. The question, how much? It could be $1 million. It could be 2,000. It could be $1. I don't know. I don't know. Always with the right amount of money, some will do something for you. So, will most body shops do it? I don't know. But if the one does it, it could be expensive or not. I don't know. Good morning, Mr. Matros. What are we up to in there? In their zeal, the people of Sodom did not realize that this composite on the opposite extreme was just a destructive as a condoning robbery. So, since the world cannot fulfill its
In their
purpose,
zeal, the people of Sodom did not realize that this opposite extreme was just as destructive as condoning robbery. So since the world cannot fulfill its purpose of being God's true home, if we human beings cannot get along with each other, Sodom and its neighbors had to be eliminated, just like the generation of the flood. Nonetheless, since their intentions, however warped, stemmed from the desire to do the right thing, we are told that these cities will be restored in the Messianic era. Avi, good morning. Good to see you. I hope you can hear me. Oh, there you are. That beautiful face. Walking, as always. Very proud of you. Wow. Okay. Go ahead, Mendel.
Isaac, right now when you said eliminated, it reminded me of a movie I watched a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know if you were trying to reference that, but like, it reminded me of it. Austin Powers, that's the name of the movie, if you know it. Yes. Was that what you were referring to? But you sounded just like him, reminded me of it. It was just funny to hear. Yeah. I'm just excited to go to sleep soon. Have a good night's sleep, good day sleep. But yeah, it's sucky that that we I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot. But yeah, something sucky.
Avi.
Good morning. Good to see you all. Thank you, Reb Isaac. I'm here. Let's see. Okay. I'd like to continue reading on. That's okay. We can learn from this that our challenge is to find proper balance rather than live a life of extremes. The Q Tate Sichot, volume 35, page 74. Thank you.
Thank you, Avi. Avi, you gotta go on mute. Yes.
yeah. Are you at the 7-Eleven downstairs? I'm sure. Isaac, do you ever just go to 7-Eleven just to pick up a drink? So why is this obvious? So if this is the wrong store, if you want to show the layout of a store, it has to be the one on Maboa. Pass.
Okay. So, proper balance in my life. How do I do it? I think one of the tricks to do that is slowly. That means it's kind of like you're playing one of those racing games, and the car is basically going too fast. So you're only holding down the gas all the way because you want to go the fastest you could. And what you do is you go off the road and you try to get back onto the road, and then you go off the road. So you have to go, you're just like, you go extreme to extreme, extreme to extreme, and you basically don't do very good. Whereas when you try to improve slowly but surely, then it's a lot easier to have a healthy balance because you go a little bit of the way and you know, like, oh, there's a healthy balance here. I try to get there. Yoni.
All right, so I just wanted to say a few things. First thing, today's Tanya, I don't get it all. It's probably going to go into deeper things tomorrow. Today's Chumash, the interesting is there was something interesting. Light was an inventor of something. That's what I thought. Light was an inventor of something. Um, interesting. An interesting thing about Light is that interesting the whole thing that they gathered around and they wanted to rape the Malachim for staying there, and Light's like, no, 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 take my daughter. It's like, how does that? I mean, like I don't know. I don't want to justify it. It's just really weird. I just don't get it.
Mendel.
Yeah, back then everything was really weird. Everything was like ridiculously crazy. Like everyone was extreme in one way or another. People were just extremists back then. It was weird. It was weird. Like they make such a big deal for getting salt from the neighbor. It's like, oh my god, guys, oh, I need some. Wow, big deal, you have guests. So, it's like, what's their situation? What's the problem with it? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Makes no sense. Like, who cares if you have a couple of guests over? Like, what, you can't have your friends over for a nice meal? Like, what is this? Could you guys hear me? No? I was saying that why was it a big deal to make a nice meal for your friend? They made a big deal for it every time.
Avi.
Okay, I got my chocolate milk. I'm happy. Um, no, I'm sorry, I'm not at the the good 7-Eleven. But if you guys see my Puma friend, let him know I say hello. Okay? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you see a guy in that 7-Eleven and he's always wearing like a Puma shirt, he's my guy. So say hi. I know him. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Listen.
So I don't know what Isaac's doing, but Isaac, I'm tired. Yeah, this whole 5 thing is so funny. I didn't get up. I don't know why I was upset, but I said, hell no. Like half people are in chat doing absolutely nothing because a guy wanted to just basically bring out a point. It's not going to be fun or comfortable to be a millionaire. It's going to be hard. But he did it in the wrong way because now kids have a ruined schedule for the next few weeks. And it's just a lot better when it was just normal.
So they were trying to make up for the people in the time of Noah's flood. The people at the time of Noah's flood were stealing from each other. So Sodom and the surrounding cities decided, don't touch anything from anybody else. In fact, don't give anything to anybody else. Don't have anything to do with anybody else's property. If it's that person's property, you worked for it and he got it, don't touch it. So it's what they made into a big deal. And I ask you, what do we have in our society that we do the same things, that we like created it and put it into our laws, like gay marriage, for example? Yoni?
Put into our laws, I just may say that the microaggressions that are happening, people saying, "Oh, you offended me, and you have to go to court now," and all those things, and people are such a headache. So that's one of the things that are starting to be like it. Like don't say anything that may offend anyone. Like I just said about Light saying, "Hey, take my daughters instead of raping men, rape these women." Like I just don't want to get into that. But that's what it was. That's what he said. Interesting about today's Tehillim. If you look at the first Tehillim of today, it says Lishloimeh. Actually, David writes this, and he's saying, and he was writing this at the coronation of Shlomo Melech, where he was saying that there should be peace. He was praying for him to be a just king. And at the end, it says, Kol Tfilas David Ben Yishai. It doesn't mean this is the end of Tehillim of all David's things. This is the last parak that David made in his lifetime.
Thank you, Yoni. Mendel.
Yeah, I think what Isaac is saying sounds very liberal. Like, I did my thing, now you don't do now you do your thing. Like, I'm not gonna get into your business. Well, why am I saying the opposite? Liberals are so into everybody's business, but also not. Like, I don't like liberals. Yeah, they're just so annoying. They want to know everything about everybody, and they want everything to be fair, because not everything's fair. This world isn't a fair place. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I don't know, I was just thinking something in my head for a second. Avi, enjoy your chocolate milk. Hopefully it's tasty. Hopefully it's not spoiled.
Avi? Avi, it's your turn.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Thank you. Oh yeah, and your question. Yeah, very valid question, Reb Isaac. I hear you. Um, to think about it more. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up? Good morning, Mandu. This is Mandy for all you guys who didn't know. Just make you talk.
So, like I was saying before, we have to learn Torah every day and do micro adjustments, not aggressions, but micro adjustments in our lives, and constantly readjust ourselves, making different resolutions, commitments to the Torah way of life. And the best way that I found to do it so far is to make small commitments, small attainable commitments for per week. I can make the commitment for a week. And after the week, if you want to continue, you can continue. If you don't want to continue, stop. You do a different commitment. But basically, what? ATV? Mendu wants to say ATV. Yoni, go ahead.
Interesting thing about small things, we have this thing that we do for bringings. We want to be able to better ourselves, and we make this. Interesting thing that I find, I found this video online. This guy was saying, it's by Theory Impact. This guy is the guy that's on it, whatever, interviews a dude. He says he used to do progressive extremism. And basically, what it is that he decided for, you know what, if he's giving up something, he doesn't want to give up something for just a small amount of time in this, because that's not him anymore. He doesn't want to do something that's not him. So what does he do? He goes and he gives up something completely forever. So what did he do first? He said, okay, first off, like for example, foods, no sugary, no sodas. That's the first thing. No sodas forever. Right? That's what he decided. Then he went on and did no juices or whatever. He continued going. Now he's cutting out sugar from his entire life. Processed sugars, refined sugars, just. But it's like small little increments. Yeah, it's micro steps, but it's progressive extremism. It's a little different.
Mendel.
Yeah, I was listening to the music in the background where Yoni was. It was really nice. And Isaac, if you guys ever come to upstate New York, I have a bunch of ATVs and I can give Mendo a ride on them if you really want. We have so many ATVs. We never use them. They're just sitting there. My dad got them. I don't know for what, but we have them. They're just sitting there. So yeah, I drove them around a little bit. They're fun. They're very fast. Yeah, that's basically it. During the summer, I usually like go on them because it's nice outside. I think you can have like a plow tin and you can like shovel snow in the winter. It's really cool, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and I was enjoying the music in the background where Yoni was.
Thank you, Randy. Avi. Avi, it's your turn.
I can't say corrected myself a little. Thank you guys.
Oh, hey. What's up? Okay.
Yeah, right. So I saw different things from the rabbi about making 1 week commitments. So that is a solid amount of time, but it's short enough. What was that about? I find myself doing a lot more things that I believe in and that I want to do and following the Torah's ways when I make small commitments. So basically, less is more in a general life outlook. I've said it many times to take baby steps. It's true, the Rebbe says also that every once in a while you do have to take like a big jump and a big leap. But that's not the regular. That's like the irregular. Yoni. Mandy, you want to say something? Hold on, Yoni. Hold on.
What? You said something?
Yeah, Mandy wants to say something. Hold on.
Oh, okay, man, go for it.
Mandy, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? ATV. That's it? Okay, Yoni, go ahead.
Okay, so you might run us through our time. Either way, where was I? I was here. Okay, so again, it's not for everybody. It's not for most people, even. I don't know. This progressive extremism. Again, every person has a different way of them being able to go about it. For example, I'm doing chitas now for already a month and a half. I didn't expect myself to do chitas for a month and a half. All I did was, you know what? I'm not forcing myself anything. I need to learn something every day to feed my mind, something of Torah. That's it. Happens to be chitas was the best thing to do, so I did chitas. That's all. I didn't commit to anything, and now I'm doing chitas, and it's practically part of my life. It's not like I, said I have to do chitas and that's it. And then the moment that I didn't do it, I felt like crap. No, it's just that I didn't do it. Okay, fine. I learned something else though, something of Torah. I did FiveAlive. I did something else, and I was able to learn. I added something to my mind. That's how I personally do it. There's other ways of doing it. For example, adding a week and just saying, like it's something external that I'm just doing for a week just to try out and whatever. Some people don't like this. Some people feel like they're faking it when they're doing it, and they don't like being fakers. There's a lot of people that just don't like that. So there's different ways of going about it.
Mendel?
Yeah, Isaac, what you were saying about a week is like once you finish a week, you're like, oh, I did a week. It's easy. I could do another one, and then like slowly, it builds. It builds. It's like if you do a week, okay, I did a week. Why not just try another week? Because I know I could do a week for sure. So like then you do it week by week by week, and yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about a week. Morning, Mandu. Yosef, wake up. Stop sleeping. Why do you go to sleep so late? Stop going to sleep late. Then you won't be tired in the morning. Go an hour, sleep to clock.
Avi?
Yeah, Reb Isaac, I appreciate your patience. Thank you for explaining it to me again. I think that like success measures in inches. It's the small things you do that add up that really make a difference. And then you realize that the small things are actually the big things also. It's very important. Thank you.
Mandy, your turn. Mandy, you want to speak?
My mom has a book of ATVs and how they walk.
Wow. Thank you, Mandy. Anything else?
They could go on grass, mud, mountains, deserts.
You have 30 more seconds to talk.
And we want Mashiach now.
Wow. Say it louder. You want to hear?
And we want Mashiach now.
Thank you very much. Yoni.
So basically, awesome. Mashiach now, yes, 100%. Happy birthday also to Mashiach because he's going to be born right now. Born as in like revealed to us, I guess. I have nothing to say really. But what's on my mind is Isaac. What is the thing about Mizraim Fire and Davening? Because basically, I actually saw a letter and I was supposed to take a picture of it in the Chayenus of Horatius, or Azinu, one of those, or Zayse Bracha, whatever, somewhere around Pesach, Sukkot, where it said about the Rebbe wrote to somebody about your father told me that you're not eating before davening and it's affecting your style or cramping up your thing, and the Frierdiker Rebbe writes, and that I'm pretty sure it was your dad that it was written to. I mean, your dad has a story, your grandfather has a story, I'm not sure. So I'm curious to know, but I'm also curious to know what's the Zionist Fire Davening.
Mendel?
I think Mazanis Davin was like, I think the Frierdiker's like daughter or something. One of the Rebbeim's daughter was very sick, and she wanted to like daven really quick then eat. So like said, no, it's better if you eat something before you daven, so you'd be like a little healthier than just daven real quick and then eat. If I'm not mistaken, something like that, something along those lines. And I was just sitting in my car and I saw a bunch of deer running by. I wanted to show you guys, but they ran away before I got there. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. We haven't seen deer in a long time. But yeah, it's cool. It's nice being upstate. Like it's nice. You get to see like animals and stuff instead of like interesting people. If you know what I mean? Yeah, the nature is amazing.
Avi?
Mandy, that's great. Um, I wish you would have showed us the deer, but whatever, you're driving, no excuse. Um, I poskin that you're allowed to have a full luxurious breakfast before you daven, if you daven, because it's very important to do. Um, Yosef, I appreciate all the stuff you say, and Joni, you have a lot of things to say. I appreciate everything you're saying. Thank you. Thank you, Rabbi Isaac.
Thank you very much for watching. Pass.
Okay. Yeah, share koyach. Everybody have a beautiful, wonderful, sweet.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
Oh,
Also,